Hello, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I'm your host, Axel1324.
And I'm coolcatterri.
And I'm Dreadpool.
And returning, Eternal Shaddai.
What's going on, everybody? Hold on, I gotta fix this. Everybody's in the wrong spot. There we go. Much better.
I'm supposed to be last, and then Dreadpool is in front of me.
Yeah, it's weird how it does it. Oh well, whatever. All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully, some of you are sober in the morning today. It is Green Day, so if you're not wearing your green, you get pinched. Terry gets pinched, and she's not wearing green. Oh, man. Yeah. So she's the only one that's not expressing her Irish heritage today.
You're dressed in black, dude.
I was about to
Right
say.
here.
That don't
On
count.
my head.
You're dressed in black.
Got my green right on my head.
That don't count.
100% counts. I mean,
Nope.
look at Shaddai. He's disappeared into his green screen.
That counts, then my green eyes count. How
Oh,
about
shit.
Ain't nobody looking at your eyes. No, seriously, are they green? I never noticed.
Yeah, I have green eyes.
Oh. I see. Guys, what have you been playing this week? Terry.
I went back to SnowRunner, believe it or not. I hadn't played that in a hot minute.
Getting ready for that
Yeah, because Expeditions is out, and they're still working on, fixing it up. They have some issues with servers, which I don't find that shocking at all with how the state of SnowRunner had been for the entirety of SnowRunner's existence. But so yeah, it's to be expected. But yeah, I went back to that because there's so much DLC that I still hadn't finished. So I'm like, I gotta get this stuff done. Maybe by the time I finish this, Expeditions will run properly, and I'll be ready to play it. Fingers crossed, anyway.
Yeah, I really want to get Expeditions as well, but I want to do it multiplayer, as you said. I played SnowRunner because it was on Game Pass. Had a good time. Hey, it's more involved than you would think.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my lighting today, guys. I apologize. Dread, what have you been playing?
What haven't I been doing? Now, I don't even remember what I was playing. I think it was Pal World or something. I dabbled a little bit here and there, but I've been busy editing, trying to get some videos out. So, unfortunately, playtime hasn't been as eventful for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Busy. Life gets busy. Shaddai, what have you been playing?
Flickering, as you can see, I'm disappearing, appearing.
Yeah,
whatever.
I noticed.
Shaddai's a specter today.
I was playing Contra.
Oh, the remake?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It is
Did it get
really
good
good.
reviews?
The only thing, I'm like coolcatterri, that game deserves an online co-op, and they don't have it.
Sorry, man.
That reminds me when I
online.
told coolcatterri, take this game. We could play online, but we ended up finding out it's a coach co-op. It's a coach co-op.
He failed. He failed.
And I fell on that one too. Then I started playing Miasma Chronicle, which it disappointed me too. And for some reason, I decided to do in chronological order Gears of War Judgment. So I'm trying to do the whole series all at once.
Okay. Gears of War Judgment, and it's criminally underrated. I'd really enjoyed
I
it.
liked it. I thought it was a really good game. I enjoyed it. I mean,
it's not bad. It's just I don't like the way they set
I
up.
didn't like the stars or whatever you had to get. Like, I didn't care for that part, but like everything
those are
else,
challenges.
Yeah, the challenge stuff. I didn't care about that, but I thought it had a good campaign.
Yeah, it had a really good story about Baird. And was it Kilo? Yeah, Kilo Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had a really good story. I have been playing Pal World, catching some pals, building some buildings, just finding out. That's one of my friends found out that you shouldn't jump into water with no stamina, as you will drown and die. And it was just hilarious to hear him on the on the headset, and we were so far away. He had to like fast travel and all this stuff. What else? I've been playing a lot of my League of Legends recently. I'm finally starting to get back into it. Like, it takes a lot of practice to get into League of Legends. I'm finally getting back into my mode and just deleting other players off the screen. They think they're gonna get me, and then they just find out, delete, get off me, you know. So they've been playing a lot of that, and I don't know if you guys can see, but my room is a mess. Getting the packing out, got the boxes to put the trains away, stuff like that. So getting ready to move. So not too much playing, as it has been a lot of preparing, getting ready to move. So yeah,
Back to Mexico.
no, I will never ever move to Mexico.
I don't know. The last time we talked, you say you were over there, so I wasn't sure if you wanted to return.
Yeah, my grandma died. That was like 2 years ago. Should I?
Hey, I've been in Puerto Rico in 2018. Sometimes I feel I want to go. That's 4 years. Sometimes I feel like going back.
Oh yeah, no, I never feel like going back. Just between you and me, like, hey, where do I want to go on my vacation? Mexico never pops up, ever in my head.
Hey, I vacationed in Mexico.
Hmm?
I vacationed in Mexico. I went to Cabo San Lucas, or Lucas at Cabo, whichever. One of those. It's about 20 minutes away from Cabo Wabo, where Sammy Hagar has his Cabo Wabo bar.
Interesting.
Yeah. We never
I
knew
don't
what
know. When I
time zone
think of
we were on.
vacation spots, I certainly don't think Mexico.
No.
And I guess maybe it's because I went there twice a year, my entire, like, for 18 years of my life. I've had my fill. So
I know how that feels. I know how that feels.
Yeah, so I'm good. No, nothing wrong against Mexico. It's just not one of my destinations. I want to go places I've never been to before.
Japan?
I've never been to Japan. I want to go visit the Nintendo headquarters, take a tour, you know.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Come back with a way overpriced Mario hat.
It's like
that's true.
It's like Hawaii was a scratch it off the bucket list because it'll never happen, and then it happened. So you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. You got to be prepared though when it does happen.
Yeah,
I did get my Hawaiian coffee.
Oh, hey, there you go.
My sister-in-law sent me 5 packages of Hawaiian coffee. It's like $100.
I drink a lot of Indonesian coffee. Obviously, my wife is from there, and so every time we go or her family visits, they bring me coffee because they know I like coffee. So that's really nice. All right, let's check in with the iconic chat here. Let's see. Doggy Dog joins us. Shout out to Doggy Dog. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. The Game Complainers joins us. Shout out to the Game Complainers. You guys are the real MVP. Appreciate you. He's doing a Halo 2 full playthrough. So you guys want to see that? He's on it.
That's my next one on my list.
Halo?
Yeah, I finally beat with Halo Wars 1 with somebody on Legendary. I would never do that again.
I was going to say on Legendary.
It's harder.
You want to do Master Chief Collection with me at Legendary?
Agreed.
You guys don't know what you're asking for on Halo 2 on Legendary.
Oh, we've already beat the original.
What you're saying is something mental. Oh, I'm not gonna make
it. Yeah, I've already beat the originals. It's just now doing it on Master Chief Collection.
I beat the original Halo 2 on Legendary on co-op, and it's the only way I was able to do it because we used each other as respawn points.
Oh, I did that too. I did that too.
Yeah, when we get to those spots.
My one buddy that I was playing with was not the best, and he would die every 2 seconds. So I was like, "Here, stand in this corner, do not move. This way, if I mess up, I can find you."
Wait a minute, I thought you were against Halo. No,
I was against Halo.
She got literally for Halo.
I played the first 2, and I hated them so much I never went back to the other ones.
It's because you went on Legendary.
No, I played them off of Legendary as well. I just didn't find them that fun.
So
means Halo 2 Legendary is legendary for being ridiculously difficult.
Yes.
Did you guys see that guy that who was it? Somebody said if anybody can beat Halo 2 on Legendary without dying, I'll give them like $1 million or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
And a guy actually did it. Yeah, a guy actually did it. He actually was able to. Of course, he exploited the bugs and stuff in the game to get through the levels faster, so he wouldn't have to fight everybody. As the rules were never really stipulated. All that was stipulated is beat it on Legendary. And so he
Speed run-
did.
That's a speedrunner's dream then, because you know how they do.
He tried for like 11 days or something like that, for like 8 hours for 11 days until he finally did it. Shout out to him though. That's something. That is something. Shout out to It's Timid. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. Dan, the man Cunningham, joins us. He says, "Good morning, all. How's everybody doing today?" Doing great, Dan, the man. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. Let's see. Oh, see, hey, Dreadpool's talking about it. Halo 2 multiplayer was fun last night. The game complainers. There you go.
Yeah, they're playing the original.
Yeah.
The original.
The
servers
worked on the OG?
No, the servers went back up.
Oh, did they? Huh.
Not the original servers, but the original
but
servers.
His servers.
No,
Halo 2 had such a killer online component even after all these years. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Let's see. Trains are awesome, Axel. Yeah, they are. They're expensive too. Let's see. Dan the man says, "I'm not good enough for Legendary." And they're playing Halo 2 on the OG Xbox via Xbox Live Insignia. Insane. I don't know what it is. That must be how they got the servers back on.
That's the another place that's emulating the servers so that way you can get back on.
All right. Okay, that's great. I'll have to look into it. So Ninja Theory, let's get straight into the news, guys. Ninja Theory released a statement saying photo mode returning to Hellblade 2. Here are some shots we took purely using photo mode this week. So let's take a look at the photo mode on Hellblade 2. Here we go. Check it out. Ooh.
She looks stoned.
I was gonna say, she looked like that. That first one,
No
she looked like the chick from Fable.
And the other one is part from Alan Wake.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go over it here. All right, so first off, I think
Fable.
it looks good.
She looks like a stoner.
Look at the amount of detail on this. I mean,
she's at Burning Man.
you can see like the texture of her skin.
Hold on. Let me join the party. Wait, I need to be more appropriate. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
The volcano. So Hellblade is I don't know what just happened. Is getting a photo mode again, but this time available from launch. It was a download. It was patched later, and it's looking great. Lots of details. I mean, you can see the veins in her eyes. That's kind of cool.
She looks older.
Yeah,
she
looks like she's battle torn. You get some of the nice walkthroughs, sneaking that she's doing through here.
She needs a walker.
Here she is, probably having a heroin vision of her ex-boyfriend or something. Who knows?
That's her meeting up with her drug dealer.
Oh, that's Alan Wake.
And the picture above that was when she had, she ran out and she
was sneaking towards her drug dealer.
she was going through some withdrawal.
And here you can see her. I mean, you can see the sweat right here. Again, the texture on her skin, the face paint.
That looks really, really good.
This looks good.
She's in mid-thought there. That is a perfect mid-thought of, how am I in Resident Evil?
I mean, look at the detail on the eye. That always gets to me. You can see the lighting here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be in-game lighting, if it's a light source through a cave or something. But yeah, it looks really good. I don't do photo mode when I play games, but I think this looks very impressive. Terry, photo mode on Hellblade. You gonna do it?
No. I mean, it looks impressive. I mean, it does look impressive, but no, I would never use it.
Oh.
I don't photo mode. And when games force me to do photo stuff, I get very, very mad because I don't want to ever stop to take a picture. I want to just play my game.
Pokemon Snap is not for Terry. Yeah, well, Beyond Good and Evil is not for Terry.
There's just certain games they force you to use it, and I hate it.
Yeah. Dread, photo mode on Hellblade. It looks good. Are you going to use it?
No. Looks good. I just don't. I don't know. I get too involved in the games that I don't even think about photo mode.
Oh.
So even the cool vistas and stuff like that, you're like, oh wow, check this out.
I'm more
I
to
don't go,
screenshots
hey,
than
let's
photo
check out photo mode. So I just move on.
Yeah, I don't even take screenshots.
Yeah, I rarely take screenshots. So
I turn that feature off on mine because I'm like, I'm never gonna use this nonsense.
You see, Shaddai, are you gonna do dabble in photo mode on Hellblade? If
I
you're
never-
even gonna play Hellblade.
No, I will play Hellblade to already be part 1. I don't know. I never use this feature. It's like Terry said. That's why you got a screenshot. Everything's gonna be compressed, the same thing. So what's the point of having that mode? You can't do nothing about it. Just take a picture and send it to your social. That's it. To see how good it looks. The part that I care about is pretty much how good it looks in the game. That's all.
Okay, well, just letting everybody know there's a photo mode.
Now, because the people are going to argue, but is this from an Xbox or is this from PC?
They didn't state me.
you
say
had
any
to go
statement.
there.
People are going to go there.
No, but that's really what the question is. Is they need to.
Because if they can
what are
keep that
these?
fidelity, if they can keep that fidelity for everything, then that's what you know what I mean.
And that's why I always say bring up the S too, because if it looks this good on the S, you know what I'm saying?
It's not
And
gonna look
that's
this
why a
good.
lot of people are like, who cares about the S? Da, 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 da. See right there's Axel. Who cares about the S? But at the same time, if you think about it, if it can look this good on the lesser machine, you're not losing much.
Look, nobody cares about your V6 Mustang. It's all about the V8 Mustang. Okay.
Right. But at the same time, you want to know what it looks like on the V8 Mustang, but yet you're complaining that somebody shows you what it looks like on a GT.
But look, that war continues because even if you have the V8 and it's an automatic, you're still going to have people coming at you because it's an automatic.
If it's not a Cobra, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
It's just a Mustang.
Or like everybody said, as long as it take me from point A to point B, that's what it matters.
Yeah, there you go. People on the S just want to get from point A, the intro, to the end credits.
Pretty much. And it runs smooth, and that's pretty much it.
Reliable.
Yeah. Bug free.
So what if it's not real leather? Pleather is just fine.
No, but at the same time, it lets you know how talented Ninja Theory is, because is this straight from the way I'm thinking is like, is this straight from the studio, or are they still using that camera that they showed in one of those remember that event that they show?
They said that this is using their photo mode on their tweet. I don't think they posted if it was what system it came from.
I'm gonna make the assumption it's PC, but it'd be very nice if that is console.
I do like the scarring on her face. It's nice.
My question is,
but it looks nice. It looks good. Like,
my question is, did they use that cell phone that they love to do? Like take a picture, send it to your computer, and all that, or is it straight? No, it's cool. I never knew
saying
that you could do
photoshopped. Did they screenshot and then Photoshop it?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever they did on that show is just.
Guy is like, he's just taking a picture and saying enhance as loud as he can.
Just zoom in for more.
Just so you guys know, so take a look at this. The way this looks for Hellblade 2. This was photo mode on Hellblade 1.
Yeah, you could tell how choppy it is.
So I mean, it is.
I mean, this was very impressive.
A world of difference. I mean, Ninja Theory has really worked on their texturing and their capture. They really are. Load in 4K. Like, do you want to play in performance mode or 4K mode? 4K mode has never looked so good. Just saying. And hopefully, and it's probably going to look great on the Series S, but let's be realistic. It's not going to look as good as on the Series X. Just like a Series X is probably not going to look as good as a PC.
But that's the problem. Nobody wants to see what it looks like on the PC. They want to know what it looks like on the Series X, which is why I want to know what it looks like on a Series S.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm getting at.
Should they do like Larian did for Baldur's Gate? wait a little bit longer so it could be really well made for the Series S.
I mean, how long have we waited for this game though? This
For
feels like
Hellblade,
a
I've been waiting since Hellblade 1. I thought it was fantastic.
I know, but what I'm saying, since they announced it, it feels like a PlayStation announcement launch teaser game.
They announced it
whatever.
at the
It's like-
reveal, right? So 2019.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting at.
it's been a while. Okay, well, that's Hellblade. That's photo mode, guys. Let's check in with the chat real quick. We got Fastback joining us. Shout out to Fastback. Thanks so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. Boogeyman is here. Shout out to Boogeyman. Thank you so much for joining us. You are also the real MVP. Fastback says, Hellblade 2 looking great. Can't wait. I like photo mode to share out certain experiences in a game and to thank the devs. Hey, at least you're going to use it. As I said, I do screenshots, not so much photo mode.
Mhm.
Jason Max says, just remember, Xbox is number one. They sure are. They sure are. I think so. Hellblade 2 is going to look fire on the PS5 Pro. Probably. I mean, Xbox opened the door to port everything over to PS5, so it's a possibility these days. Can't really say, oh no, they're not. Nope, can't say that no more. If you're worried about what platform this picture is from, then you are enjoying gaming. It's photo mode. Of course you're worried. You want to capture the best photos. You got to use the best lens, right?
Again, why I don't.
But do you think on the Series S it'll capture photo mode in 4K, but you won't see it? It won't render out 4K?
That's
it could.
possible. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there so that way you can. If it looks good, and let's say that good or comparison to that good on the lesser system, it's a way to push that it's not lesser. It's just cheaper. That's all I'm getting at. I'd be playing the game more so than worrying about photo mode. It's a nice feature to have that I'll never use.
Yes. And shout out to Stephen Avery. Thank you so much for joining us. He says, I think Hellblade 2 will be the best console graphics so far this generation, setting the bar. Yeah, I hope so. I hope. I mean, the gameplay reveal was in 4K on an Xbox Series X, so that we'll hopefully get to it. But that's great for photo mode. Let's get into some fire. Like the fire, Dreadpool. Here we go. Asper Gaming has big Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection statement after crashing to negatively overwhelmingly negative reviews. Since it's working on it, it doesn't apologize or explain why it needs 63 gigabytes of your disk space. Remember, this was an Xbox game. You could install this off of one disk. So Dreadpool has it. Asper's over here pretending everything is fine, but everything is burning down. Dreadpool is our resident. He is at Asper Studios right now.
Yes, I am.
Dreadpool, what's the mood like at Asper Studios?
Everybody's chipper right now. Everybody's having their coffee. There's nothing wrong. Everything's good to go. You guys should be enjoying your game soon.
No lies detected. The keyword here being soon. All right. So yeah, overwhelmingly negative. This is coming from PCgamer.com, guys. So Asper Gaming also did the Tomb Raider remake, if I recall right. Right? Tomb Raider remakes.
They made Tomb Raider remake.
Yeah. They did that, and it got it got pretty good. It was well regarded, as they said here. So Asper got a hit, and this is a huge miss, right?
Yep.
People are saying that it is experienced critical errors with our network infrastructure that caused high ping, matchmaking errors, crashes, and servers not appearing on the browser. There was an infamous tweet that only 3 servers were up. 10,000 people were online, and only 3 servers at 64 players each were up. So imagine those queue times to wait for a match, guys.
Yeah.
Somebody said it was probably one of the worst launches of all time within hours of release. So yeah, they they're getting. So even PC Gamer says that they had all those issues. They ran into matchmaking glitches and crashes. Myself, when trying to play a bit of Battlefront yesterday. Yesterday was, I don't know when yesterday was. They don't have a date here. But most intriguing though is the claim that servers were not appearing on the browser. One of the most baffling and oft reported problems with Battlefront Classic Collection was the fact that it apparently launched with just, oh, here it is, 364 player dedicated servers for around 10,000 concurrent players. Now, Asper is saying that the issue was not in the amount of servers, but their visibility, which was obscured by glitches or other machinations of the Sith. So, Asper is making pinky promises, saying that it's working on it. We've been working to address these issues and increase network stability, and we will continue our efforts until our network infrastructure is stabilized to prevent further outages. So, yeah, that's a bit thin. That's just 100% fan talk. But Battlefront 2, one of the most beloved multiplayer games of all time, having some server issues. Terry, are you buying into the PR talk that the servers weren't visible?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's yeah. I don't think that they would just make that up. So,
do you think that something that Asper? I mean, they didn't apologize. They were very unapologetic about it. And yeah, and the last two games total about 12 gigabytes combined, and this one is 63 gigabytes.
Yeah, they messed up, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, they definitely got to do some polishing so they can, compress some stuff and make it, better. That 62 isn't insane. That they're hitting Call of Duty numbers, so and. But yeah, no, they gotta work on it.
Game.
Yeah, for sure work on it. But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the worst launch of all time. There's definitely been worse. But
now remember, there is no single player in the old Battlefront. There's only multiplayer. So servers down, multiplayer down. Imagine you spend your, I think it's $40, right? Imagine you spend your $40 and you can't experience your $40. Would you be pretty perturbed?
I'd be perturbed, but I mean that depends on what kind of games you play. Like I've had that happen whenever I play. A lot of my online games I play will have long queues when they first launch. It's one of those things that's expected. So it's like, yeah, I just bought this game, I pre-ordered it, and I have to wait in the queue, and I might not be able to play it, and that sucks, but it happens. So, perturbed, yeah, but it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
They usually get that stuff sorted out.
So yeah, I don't know. To me, if I can't use my $40 that I just spent, refund time. So that's just me. Dreadpool over at Asper Studios. Thank you so much. What do you think about this?
I think you guys are making stuff up. I don't see anything wrong with this. 62.87 gigabytes is basically the game and all the enhancements that we put on it. It's A-okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we're good.
That's covering that 4K at 60 or whatever. That's what that is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, even though there's not a single 4K asset in the game. All right. Shaddai, Asper Studios, Star Wars, Battlefront Classic Collection, letting people down.
For me, I never played that game. So I can't really say my first, Star Wars is
nobody has either.
Either, Shaddai. Only like 63 people have played this game.
That's true. That is actually true. I think at the same time, I think it's probably Asper never thought there was going to be a lot of people playing that game. That could be also it. Because remember, that what is it like? It's a classic. It's a remaster. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's a remaster. I think a lot of people is not going to be playing it, but it seems that there are a lot of people that wants to play this collection. I wouldn't be surprised, that a lot of Star Wars fans wants to play. But Asper is just weird because they made who made Dead Space remake? Asper, right?
Did they? I'm unsure.
I think they did.
I'm unsure on that. I know that they were working on the KOTOR remake and they got pulled
I
off
do remember that. Yeah, because I can't remember who made Dead Space remake. I think it
Let's
was
see.
EA.
So they show Tomb Raider remastered. They did the port of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Switch, The Force Unleashed to the Switch, Old Republic to what is this? I don't know what console that is. They did Myth Force.
I guess not.
And they're doing Civilization. Sid Meier's 6. They're doing a pass on that. So that's what they've done so far. At least
Isn't
about
that
the
Apple?
games that they have on their own website.
No, it's definitely not Apple.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, you're right. That looks like the Apple
Where'd my phone
iStore.
go?
Is
Yeah,
it?
they have,
That doesn't
yeah, the
look
App
like
Store.
It. Is that
The App
their
Store
is-
symbol. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They got their own logo
Did
for
they
those
change
things?
their logo? Because I don't recognize
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say they changed their logo.
It's always been an A.
Okay, so here's Apple.
Yeah, they see Apple.
Here is. I'm gonna click on it. Search for iOS. There you go. iOS. It is.
Oh,
Here's Android. And here's Switch. Here's Apple. Search for Mac. Okay, so the Apple is Mac. This is iOS. This is Android and Switch. Okay, got it. All right. So there you go.
interesting.
Asper.
For all of us non
Oh, look, they even set it up here. We could have just looked up here. Talk about feeling dumb live on air.
Nothing to see here. Nothing
Yeah.
to see here.
I'm sorry. I'm guilty. I'm an Android user.
they post the legend right up top and we didn't read it. All
You went
right.
too fast.
Sorry about that, guys.
I just think it's funny how they have like Knights of the Republic 2. They have Windows, iOS, something, iOS.
I just thought they
Oh,
always just
Linux.
used the iOS as their
Linux.
logo. I didn't know
Yeah,
they
but-
had an A thing.
They're using it twice. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
For
think
high-
someone
for their-
confused their Mac and their iOS symbol.
They did it twice.
Yeah, I see that. On,
That's
Mac.
iOS to the second power. That's all.
They did that twice on more than once.
That's
so
the old
that-
iOS
It's
store.
a repeat mistake.
That's the old iOS store. That's the pre-Epic Game Store. All right, so Asper known for getting pulled off Knights of the Old Republic, the remake. Famous for that. They did good on the Tomb Raider remastered 1, 2, and 3. They botched this one, but overall, they're not doing terrible. They're not doing fantastic, but they're not doing terrible on some of their games, right?
They're doing horrible. I got you.
They did Layers of Fear, Civilization, Star Wars Racer. Hey, I played that one. Stubbs the Zombie. That one was a good remake. And Myth Force is pretty cool. And they did more cred for the Xbox. So they do a lot more Nintendo Switch stuff, though. They did
Of
Republic
course.
Commander, Ruby.
Well, that Ruby's gonna get pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get pulled.
They did a lot of Star Wars ports. So they're kind of the Star Wars remake, remaster
The
studio.
mobile gurus.
And they messed it up. You done messed up, AA Ron. Oh, sorry, you done messed up, AA Asper. So
AA Asper.
so yeah. What do you any thoughts, Strid?
Nothing
Nothing-
to see here,
nothing
right?
in that.
I'm gonna wait.
All
I'll
right.
wait. I mean, obviously, I'm like the Star Wars guy, and I would buy it.
Mhm.
But after all this, hold off.
Hold off.
Hold off.
You know, you might be
Hold the
doing
line.
okay, but once you do bad, that's it. Reputation ruined with
Mhm.
hardcore gamers anyway.
Wait. Hold the line.
Should I? Are you gonna buy Battlefront Classic Collection to be one of the 64 people to play it?
Nope, pass. That's a hard,
Hard
pass.
pass.
Yeah, hard pass.
All right. So there you go. Asper. That's it. All right. Let's get out of Asper.
Mm. Real quick, the Dead Space remake was developed by Motive Studio.
Okay, thank
Motive.
you.
Okay. So Motive is getting there. All right. So let's move on to one of our big topics here of the day. And that is Embracer Group officially sells Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 developer Sabre Interactive, and the sale might include more. It actually does include more, a whole lot more. This is, we can read this whole article, but I have a little summary. Hold on, let me pull it up. I have a nice little, I thought I had a nice little summary. So I lost my summary. Okay. I lost my summary. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me find it. It's over here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. All right, here we go. Found my summary. Okay, so the Sabre Interactive is now official. It's sold for $274 million. Dun, dun, dun. Embracer will cease all operations in Russia. The buyer is granted to acquire 4A Games and Zen Studios for a fixed price within a certain time period. Embracer will still hold the rights to Metro even if 4A gets acquired. The divested assets include 38 games in development projects. Wow. So the retained game pipeline includes 14 games: The Next Metro, Killing Floor 3, Teardown, the upcoming and back catalog games from Zen Studios, Asper, and Tripwire. Embracer will retain the following studios: 34 Big Things, Shiver, 4A Games, Snapshot, Asper, Tripwire, Beamdog, Tuxedo Labs, Demiurge, and Zen Studios. Sabre will retain all Sabre branded studios: Nimble Giant, Digic, Sabre Interactive Inc., Fracture Byte, Sandbox Strategies, Mad Hat Games, Slipgate Ironworks, New World Interactive, 3D Realms, and all owned or licensed IPs by the studios listed. Whew, that was a mouthful. Okay, so Aspire. Yeah. So that's a mouthful. So they basically took when Asper left, they took a bunch of studios with them. I don't know who the buyer is yet.
I heard it was Beacon, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Okay, Beacon.
Yeah, I almost said bacon.
Bacon. So the big game, of course, being Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. A lot of us are very hyped for that game. Toxic Commando. I know Death Dealer talked about that game. And Jurassic Park Survival. That one looks cool. So there you go, guys. That is everything that is moving. What do you guys think? Let's go with Terry, because a lot of these are indie studios. You are indie darling. What do you think?
This is pretty crazy. I mean, a lot of the studios are going to be ones that no one's heard of, so it's not going to be that big a deal. But then for them to sell off the studio, like Warhammer, the 40K Space Marine 2, okay, that's going to be a big release, and that's not out yet. So for them to sell it before that game even releases, what does that mean? Do they not have faith in that game? Should we be worried as gamers and fans? Do they know something we don't know?
Right, so who took them over again? What was it?
Bacon.
Beacon.
Beacon Game Studios.
Beacon Interactive.
Well, how do I see the bacon? God, jeez.
No, not bacon.
Yeah, he's bacon.
I got some fire for that. I got some fire for that bacon. We can cook it up.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. So Embracer continues to divest themselves after buying everything. So they divested the Tomb Raider rights to Amazon Games. They sold Crystal Dynamics. Did they? I can't remember if they did.
I think it was I think it was more of the IP. Like they pay extra for the IP, but not for the studio.
Yeah, I know there was something to do with Crystal Dynamics. But anyways, So this is another one. Sabre Interactive, which is a more recent acquisition of theirs, is now divested out to Beacon Interactive. So, yeah, Mr. Shaddai is hungry. Yeah, eat some bacon. Ah, you're craving.
I agree with your
for some
wife.
bacon.
I agree with your wife.
So,
Their headquarters is in Fort Lauderdale,
Dreadpool,
Florida.
Is Embracer Group on fire? Is this a fire sale?
Well, it kind of has to be if you think about it, because they just haven't done anything. Their stocks are down. They have to figure out what's going on, but everything's fine. Everything's fine. You know what happened? Tomb Raider happened. That's what happened. They let Amazon take Tomb Raider, and it's not even out yet. And this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. I don't think that we need to worry about Embracer Group just yet. They're figuring it out. Besides, they're not a video game business. They're
investor group.
They're investors. So buy and hold, sell. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see. How is Embracer? How on fire are they? They're down for the year. They're down from their 5-year max, which was at 2021.
But I was going to say, look
they
at
are down
2019.
from their max at 2021. So they used to be valued at $16 a share, and they are down to $1.48 a share.
And where are they at 2019? What's
In
their low in 2019?
They were at $3.83. So they're worth less now than they've ever been.
Right.
So what does
Embracer is not a good investment, y'all.
So what does AB stand for? Absolutely low? Is that what it stands for?
No.
Analyst rating 7 buy, 5 hold, 2 sell. Okay, so this is red, so this is sell.
Sell. That's almost ending up for giving it out for free.
Yeah. All right, current price is $1.48. Market cap is $19 billion though. 52-week high is $5. 52-week low is $1.44. PE ratio, I don't know what PE stands for. Whatever that is.
Projected estimate?
Possibly. So Embracer Group was high and now they're low. And I think it's because they have all this debt with no games. Like
they have all these IPs and haven't done anything with them.
Yeah, they haven't done anything with it. So I think Embracer Group is being mismanaged, as is typical when you get bought out by investment firms.
Mm-hmm.
They just care about turning a quick buck, not so much the longevity. And unfortunately, that doesn't work in gaming because games take a long time, and the reception of your games is directly tied to your market value.
Well, they also have all that overhead with all those employees and all those buildings and all the assets that they own. So when they bought everything, they just never really consolidated, and they left them running as they were. So
yeah, not looking great for Embracer.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see. Yeah, literally nothing to see here. Fire sale. Jacob Novik says, today's my 24th birthday. Was March the 13th, by the way, and I successfully bought my 500th digital Xbox game. Hey, shout out to you, Jacob Novik, and 500
Happy
digital
birthday.
games. I think you and Dreadpool are in competition for how many digital games you have. I think Dreadpool has like 5 hard drives or something of digital games.
I do.
Yeah.
Got like 1,000 games.
Oh. Sounds challenge accepted, Jacob Novik. Happy birthday, by the way. Shout out to you. And thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Axel lost his summary like Asper. Hey, you know what? I'm a little drunk. You can't be mad at Axel O'Malley. Okay. Yeah, you guys haven't noticed my name? Axel O'Malley?
I saw it.
That's right. I'm Mexican Irish today.
Did you see the Jason Momoa commercial?
No.
He's sitting there having sushi.
Yeah.
He opens up an envelope. And he's like, starts screaming, yeah! You see him running down. He's running down these stairs. He's jumping through a tree, jumping over a car. Runs into an Irish bar. He's like, yeah, I'm Irish. And they're like, what? He hands him the envelope. He's like, "It says you're 2%." He's like, "It still counts."
Oh, he did a 23 and me or whatever it is. Thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was funny though.
Let's see. Jacob Novik says, I have a name for a studio, Shidaigamis. Seeing as he can't pronounce Beacon Studios, he's pronounced it as Bacon.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, shout out to Sabre Interactive. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. He says, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection is awesome. I loved them back in the day, and I still do now. Anyways, good morning to all you beautiful people. Hey, good morning to you. Thank you so
Morning.
much. Yeah. Anyone getting DD2? What is that? Dance Dance 2?
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, don't even get Terry started on Dragon's Dogma. She's getting it. She is getting it.
Definitely getting it.
Anyone here playing the new Outcast? No, I don't play horror
I got
games.
kicked out.
Let's
I'm
go to
going to
our
get-
resident
yeah.
horror game guy, Dread.
No, not that one.
I'm not a fan of Outcast.
Okay, well, there you go now.
Sorry.
No, I got kicked out.
Kicked out of what?
No, they said outcast when you kick somebody out.
This is your new game studio. Should I'll let you read it because I think it's gonna be funny.
Shaddai Game Studios of Development Deluxe Department Inc. of Restructure Invent Studio TV Inc. Junior.
I like the junior at the end.
Yeah, Junior.
That's funny.
No,
let's
that's a
see.
mouthful.
Cyber Gunther says he played the demo. It was pretty good. I'll wait for a sale personally. Hey, sometimes some games you pay full price for, some games you wait for a sale for. All right, Ray B. Henriksen says hello you bro, long time seeing you in talk stream chat YouTube channel. I think he's talking to you. Should I?
To me?
No, it's talking to you, Axel.
It's talking to me. Whoa, hello.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, Ray B. Henriksen. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you being here. Xbox should buy a Warhammer franchise and have Coalition on it. You know, as much as I want to agree with you, it could turn into another one of those Mech Warrior convoluted rights situation. I don't think they should, just because the reason we don't have Mech Assault backwards compatibility is because the rights for the Mech games are just everywhere.
Oh man, Lone Wolf took forever to come out because of the rights.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we're only up to Mech Warrior 5. Let that sink in. Mech Warrior's been around since the 90s, and we're only up to Mech Warrior 5. And a reason for that, even though Microsoft has the rights to publish Mech Warrior 5, somebody else owns the mech design. Somebody else owns like the storyboarding. Somebody else owns all this. It is convoluted.
Mhm.
Mech Warrior is so. It's very difficult, and so if Warhammer is anything like Mech Warrior is, I'm gonna say probably not. They shouldn't, and they probably won't, because Xbox right now is in a full ownership kind of mode. Basically for that. Yeah. And Ray B. Harris, I got video games. Hello to you, bro. Hey, hello. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hello, guy Axel O'Malley. It's Axel O'Malley. You forgot the O because I'm Irish today. 2%, just like Jason Momoa. Yeah.
Should have left the LE off.
That's 0.2%.
Should have left the LE off. It could have been Axel O'Malley.
I'm sorry. I should have left the what off?
LE, and it would be Axel O'Malley.
How could you have gotten the Lee and O'Malley without the EY?
Because you got it goes from
O'Malley.
O'Malley. And it almost fills in with Axel.
I see.
You gotta mix them.
Oh,
But
with
that's
the
fine.
E.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have left off the Y, not the EY. The Y. Yes.
No, the LE.
Ali. It's just Axel O'Malley. That's funny.
Axel O'Malley. It almost sounds like you're saying Axel.
There you go. Yeah, I love playing with these little name tags on here. Let's see. Fastback. Axel pissing in my Cheerios. Just lie to me, sir. Pissing in my Cheerios. I haven't heard that one in a while. Okay, sorry, should I embrace a group fire sale? What do you think?
What do I think? I am not surprised. They're getting rid of a lot of the studios lately.
Mm-hmm.
So this doesn't surprise me. And plus, isn't it Sabre wants to take ownership of 4A games creators on Metro? And if they do,
Yeah, but
boy,
Embrace
that
Group
will.
said they're holding on to Metro. They're not getting rid of that IP.
But I think if they're trying to give out that Metro, the amount it was going to go higher because of that IP being included with 4A games. If they add it up. So if they manage to get 4A games with Metro, that's huge for them. That's really huge for them. Plus, since they work on 40, Space Marines 2, which is gonna look really, really good. That's a really good 1-2 punch for them, for Sabre.
Yes.
And their value as a studio is gonna go higher up. I'm not surprised by it. Honestly, it's one of those that I'm like, they love to spend money, like, for no reason, and then let them go later. That's kind of dumb. I don't know. That's for me. That's kind of dumb.
So they've had a lot of buying and selling.
Of course.
So Fox Club Studios was divested in 2019. Square Enix Montreal was closed in 2022. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Plucky Bytes was closed in 2023. Vermilla Studios was acquired by Amplifier Games as an investment and divested in 2023. Campfire Cabal was closed. Goose Bytes was divested. Volition, this was a big one, was closed in 2023. Free Radical Design was closed in December 2023. And now Sabre Interactive was divested in March of 2024. So Embracer Group is buying and selling like crazy. Overall, though, they are making their investors happy from what I read here. Their market cap has risen overall. Let me get back to my normal stuff. Their operating income is up, their revenue is up, their net income is up, their total assets is up, their total equity is up. So even though their stock is only $1, every other metric is up. So do you think it's good that not Asper, sorry.
See,
Sabre
about me.
Interactive is going independent. I mean, I'm a huge fan that Sabre is now somewhere else, but hopefully they are safer where they are and are able to work better. And of course, we're still hoping for Space Marine 2 to be fantastic. Are you at all worried for Space Marine? I mean, I don't know the studio that bought them. Personally, I
don't know the studio that bought them, and even when you look them up, you find almost nothing about them. So it's like, who are they, and how did they come up with that kind of money? So I don't know. It's weird. Like, I have a lot of hope for Space Marine 2 because the first game was amazing, and so I'm excited for the second one. But for them to just sell it off before it's even released, that's a little worrisome. But hopefully the game is in
should be in final right now, right?
It should, they should be about done with it. But
about done, yeah.
So, but hopefully it's going to be real good quality and it's not, a dumpster fire that they had to get rid of quick. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope it's going to be amazing.
It better be. The first one was awesome.
Yes, the first one was awesome. Yeah. You should play it, everybody.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes. Dready O'Pool. Shout out to Dready O'Pool. Thanks. Do you see that?
I was wondering how long it would take.
Yes. Oh, look at Shadai with his phone again.
Oh, look at that! I forgot the camera is like here.
He pulled that out of his prison wallet,
dude.
No, I'm sorry. It's just my dad is calling me, and I forgot that it's vibrating, and the microphone is so close as you could tell. I'm like, shoot! And
the world has heard.
I'm like, jeez, I forgot.
I'm even holding on to my phone and going, it's not vibrating. So what's vibrating over?
I'm listening to you guys. All of a sudden I hear that. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot about that.
Let's see. Jacob Novik says, how to successfully ruin a company? 1, buy a studio with loans. 2, make a $2 billion deal with South Arabia. And 3, have the deal fail. 4, now you're broke and aka can't pay off your loans. Yeah, that happens on loans. Yes. And shout out to Godman. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. Anybody got anything else to say on the sale of Sabre Interactive? It was another acquisition. The I don't want to call it that. It's it moves over to wherever it is it moved over to Beacon Interactive, and so that is Bacon. Ah, Yakin. That's all I can think of is the Lion King song. For some bacon. So yes. Okay, moving on. So the smash hit Pal World says that they are open to acquisition offers, but it hasn't talked to Xbox. Should Microsoft pursue it? That is the exact thing I want to talk about. So CEO of Pocket Pair, oh God, I'm going to butcher this. Takuro Mizobe spoke to Bloomberg recently about this very topic and revealed that although talks haven't been had with Microsoft, the company would potentially be open to an acquisition or partnership. It's not just Microsoft, though. It sounds like Pocket Pair would consider any kind of offer if it was right. We are and will remain a small studio. I want to make multiple small games. Big budget AAA games are not for us. At least he knows his role, which is great. He's not trying to work outside of his
comfort zone.
Yeah. What he's known for, which Microsoft has said that they want to get smaller teams, smaller games, right? So, and of course, this is coming from PureXbox.com, as I read this. So, yeah. Now, interestingly, it was mentioned during the interview that Pocket Pair is working to bring Power to more platforms beyond Xbox and PC. So it sounds likely we could see it on PlayStation and maybe even Nintendo Switch before long. So, Power World, should Xbox acquire it? It was the smash hit of January, right? February?
Yep.
January. Yeah, January. I'm playing Power World. I've been playing Power World and having a good time. There's nothing like giving your pal some guns. I gave a Pigwood a rocket launcher, but if he uses it, he dies. It's so fun. So it's definitely a more adult version of monster collecting game. And it doesn't have a story, though. All the point is to get stuff, get through it, and get more stuff, move on. It's like a pure survival game. Capture these low-level pals so you can craft stuff to go capture high-level pals, rinse and repeat. It is fun to explore, though. There are dungeons, there are bosses, stuff like that. So, and you can even capture some of the bosses, which is great, which is so fun to catch some of the bosses.
I've done that.
Yeah. So Power World is fun to me. You can also tame your pals. You can have them on farms. You can turn them into indentured servants. You can use them as mounts. It's really cool. And there is a balance. Like some pals work better against other pals. And I even have a pal that when it attacks, I take damage. It was a very rare pal I caught. So yeah. So it's very fun, interesting game. Definitely up there to me. Is it gonna dethrone the king of monster games, Pokemon? It is not. But is it fun? It absolutely is. So, in my opinion, Xbox should think about at least partnering with them. But the previous game, I know Dreadpool has played it. I haven't played it. Is also small. Another survival game. They are a survival studio. Xbox already has a survival studio, namely Minecraft. Could they lend themselves to Minecraft? Because at the end of the day, Power World is fun, and that's what the game should be. Whether you play a story or not, it should be fun. And don't forget, this made the xCloud servers crash. It added 40-minute queues to the xCloud servers when it first launched. Terry, well, give us your thought on Palworld and if you think they should buy Pocket Pair.
Haven't played it. Not gonna play it. It's popular, but I don't know. I don't really have much opinion on this game because it's a game that I have zero interest in. But I do know that it has been hugely successful, and it would be a good thing probably for Microsoft to get because it would help them be able to compete within the Pocket Monster kind of realm. Because then they can make spin-offs that aren't your survival, farming kind of thing. They could do other things with the pals that make more games. So it definitely would be a good thing to get a hold of, I think.
Yeah, definitely. People love collectathon games and survival games. This kind of scratches that itch for both of them, and it also lets their sadistic minds build the kind of base they want to build with their pals.
Yeah.
Is the way I'm going to say it, because some people are straight up turning them into work camps, like prisons. It's pretty funny to watch. Dready O'Pool, Pal World.
I don't know what we're talking about here, but here we go.
Top of the morning to you, sir.
Yes, top of the morning to you. This is Dready O'Pool. I think I just went into an Indian accent.
Yeah, you actually did.
Funny how Irish and Indian are so closely related.
Yeah, 2% of each, right? 2% of each.
That's 2% of each. They just fighting over each other.
So, I could see a partnership. I don't know. Money talks, put it that way. You know what I mean? When it comes to business, money talks. If the money's there, great. If they have the successor to Pal World and Xbox is looking for it, then maybe, I don't know.
Hey, imagine the crossover, Dreadpool. Banjo-Kazooie. You capture Banjo, you capture Kazooie, and you put them to work.
As long as I could see that, as long as they don't, as long as they don't give them guns, I mean, certain IPs can't have certain things like that.
Does that mean that Conquer will actually be against their
Conquer? Yeah, Conquer could have guns.
Yeah.
All those squirrel friends that he has, they could all have guns and different helmets and bears.
Chip could be there. I mean, they partnered with Epic. I mean, we got to see Master Chief do the floss dance. Why can't we see Banjo-Kazooie be put to work? The laziest bear in all the kingdom.
Yeah, and you got the loudmouth squirrel that probably you would go like, I'm not gonna do this.
Could you imagine if in the game you're capturing, you go to capture Conquer and he says, "Oh,"
Oh, that would be hysterical.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and they can have theme islands. Fastback is right. It can have Halo Gears and Fallout Islands. Yeah, Skyrim Island, capture some dragons. Yeah. Cyber Gun the Squirrel with nuts and guns. Let's go. So you don't think they should be acquired, or you think they should?
No, let's leave them out. Yeah, let's leave them independent. Work as partners.
All right, independent partnership. Okay, Dreadpool is in the partnership realm. I'm in the partnership realm. I definitely think they need to at least sign some sort of exclusivity deal. Don't let this banger go elsewhere. I know Xbox doesn't like exclusives, but exclusive sale. Just saying. Super Saiyan. So Eternal should die. Pocket Pair, should Xbox partner or acquire them? Pal World is a smash hit.
I won't. For me, don't buy the studio. That's the same thing that happened to the studio that created PUBG when it became so popular. Quickly, everybody was like, Microsoft should buy them. And it ended up not buying them. So just because they have a major hit with Pal World doesn't mean that they should acquire them. And You know, I think this is like the first game that they created. Am I right?
No, second game.
No, second game,
What was the first one?
Craftopia.
Nobody cares. But see what I mean? See what I mean?
This is literally Craftopia with Pokemon.
And I played it and it felt weird. I'm like,
You
not,
played
not
Power
for
World or Craftopia?
Pal World.
Okay.
I played it. I'm like, not for me. I had the lady going like this because it was like a bug. So she was like air flying.
T-pose.
Yeah,
T-pose. Back to the default state.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, just because they have a major hit with this, no, they need to prove themselves a little bit more than this. So no, partnership, yes. Buy them, no.
I think I would. I mean, this would be from a business sense. For me, I think that they should just buy the IP. They don't need the studio. Just buy the IP.
Yeah, but who's gonna make it?
They got so many freaking studios that are support studios. Pick one.
Yeah, I can tell you this.
Obsidian, maybe.
Like crazy. My friend has a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, or is it a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old? I think they're 6 and 4, and he had to order special controllers because they would not stop bugging him after seeing him play Power World. He had to order special little controllers for their little hands so that they could play Power World. And he set up their own accounts on Xbox. I mean, he bought extra Xboxes for this game for his kids. So it's having that effect, that family effect that Xbox wants. It crashed the online servers on the phone so the kids can play it on the phone. I mean, this could be another mobile game with crossover. I mean, this has the type of potential that Xbox is looking for, that they had with Minecraft. Maybe not as big as Minecraft, but you know, it's definitely something. I mean, who doesn't want monsters with guns?
Yeah, but look at Ori. Look how big Ori was.
See, I had that on mine
with adults than it was with small children.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Ori wasn't really its second platform, even though it wasn't, or second party, even though it wasn't Xbox. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, the only reason Power World is on Xbox and not on other systems right now is because it's in pre-release. The other systems, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, do not allow pre-release on their console.
PlayStation has pre-release.
Is it pre-release or game preview? Whatever it is.
Game preview. It's same difference.
Yeah, but
PlayStation has that too.
I haven't seen
game access.
Very many people use it. So, you know, Xbox got this one kind of by default, and I think now they need to lock it up. They need to acquire it. They need to pay some money. Not acquire it, but at least partner with it. They need to partner with Pocket Pair. You know, I think Partner Pair consists of like 60 devs. They're not a very big studio, 60 devs. They made a fun game that runs relatively well. The netcode needs some improvement. Xbox can certainly help with that. They can make it so that the Steam version aligns with the Xbox version and turn on crossplay. That could help a lot. You know, there's definitely a lot of potential here. Dready Obal Apul.
It's Dready Obal Apul. Hold on. Actually, you gotta watch.
I'm watching.
It's Dready Obal Apul.
You gotta move your head like they do and smile. Oh my goodness! I don't know if you've seen
my buddy. My buddy's gonna get a kick out of that one.
I don't know. Have you seen RRR on Netflix? It's a really good movie, and one of the actors there, he's supposed to not understand what the other actor's saying, so the way he acts it out, he just smiles and moves his head like this. That's his whole, like, I'm confused acting. Act like you're confused. Okay. That was it. But it's a really good movie. Everybody should watch it. Anyways, back to Pocket Pair. Do you think, Terry, that Xbox, if this game goes to other platforms and they don't lock this up as exclusive, they don't lock up that partnership at least, do you think it will be a miss? I think it will definitely be a miss.
Yeah, I definitely think it could be a miss, but I think they need to wait though, honestly, because with Nintendo scrutinizing it so heavy, they're gonna have their lawsuits and they have to see if there was any foul play going on there, if they actually cheated and stole anything. If they didn't, then snag them before Nintendo tries to do something. Otherwise, if they did, then you dodged a bullet. You don't want to get involved in that nonsense. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But,
Nintendo won't think twice about suing a 13-year-old making an emulator, but I'm sure they'll think
Yeah,
twice
so-
about suing a $3 trillion company.
Is it Game Freak? I think that's suing them or something. So yeah, if anything comes out in that they're that they stole assets or something, this game will get shut down. It'll be dead.
They will be.
It'll be dead. But
Yeah.
if it turns out that everything was on the up and up, then definitely this would be something that you want to get, because if you don't get it, Nintendo will do everything in their power to try to kill it.
Right? You know,
Yes.
I wanna ask the chat, should Xbox acquire or partner with it? Should Xbox
They should
And like
rent
I
it.
said, they could take the IP for the PALs, the idea of the PALs, and they can do lots of different things with it. That kind of like how Pokemon has their RPGs, and then they have their Pikachu standalone games and like all the other stuff. Like they could do the same kind of thing where they can make different types of games to appeal to every gamer that likes different genres, and then people who are just a fan of the franchise will just get into all of it. But yeah, I wouldn't just jump in on it now while it's hot, because it literally could get shut down if they did some illegal stuff. They had enough time in court. They don't need to buy someone and then end up with all their baggage if they're not legit.
See that's the thing. When something is hot like this, especially when it's exclusive to Xbox, we usually quickly say they should acquire them, but it's like they haven't proved anything yet. I'd rather say this is more like a luck. They just
It's not
got
like
lucky.
Xbox is going to them and saying, "Hey, we saw you had success." The CEO himself is saying, "Hey, we're open to it. Show me the money."
But
No.
how many times have EA said that?
EA
They
is
gotta be
crazy.
careful what
EA
they
is known
wish
for
for,
killing
though.
studios.
They
Okay,
gotta be careful what they wish for.
See,
They're
but
the
that's what I'm
embracer.
saying. EA did the same thing.
They're a
Ubisoft
small
did the same
studio.
thing.
They got 60 people. Okay,
and they want to stay small too. And again,
they gotta be
Xbox is
careful
looking for small.
with a giant entity like Microsoft. If they get the rights to the IP, those 60 people are gone because they're all redundant. They already have like 1,000 people like them. They don't.
And also, don't forget, they just divested out Toys for Bob, so their kiddie studios may not be in Microsoft's future.
Well,
They can make
the thing is,
too.
Unless if
it
they're
always will be.
unless if they're a replacement to for Toy for Bob.
They could be the replacement
No.
for Toys for Bob.
Can't be a replacement. Think about it. These little friendly pets with guns, it's not a replacement for Toys for Bob. And on top of that, Toys for Bob are going to partner up with Microsoft anyway. So that's why I say let them partner up and be done with it. And they don't have to buy everything, right?
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to small studios like this. Like Terry said, redundancies there. If they really wanted to, one of the bigger studios could branch off a segment of devs and make a smaller division to make a small game. Remember those projects, passion projects that they released out there?
Mhm.
Some of them were good, some of them went bad. Bleeding Edge.
Yeah, some of them were bad. Yeah. Let's see, but this is not Bleeding Edge. This is way better.
No, I know,
Fastback
but
says Xbox should buy Palworld and could have crossovers in it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
or they could just
Dreadpool works at
crossover.
the Quickie Mart. Abu from The Simpsons. Let's see. Palworld can have Halo, Gears, and Fallout Islands. Yes. Today's exclusive is subscribing. Yeah, but don't forget this broke the xCloud servers, which is what they want. They want those mobile gamers. Sabre Interactive to Dreadpool, I agree. Xbox shouldn't buy Power. Let them roam free. Let them be free to roam. Either way, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because I think Power World sucks. Good for anyone enjoying the game. If Power World Studio is looking to be bought, then Xbox should, or PlayStation will, or Nintendo will, so Pokemon can take over. I don't think Nintendo is the last person to partner with Power World. They have Pokemon, and Pokemon is not threatened.
That's
by Power
fine, but you know what? They could use that IP to pretty much be like Power World.
World.
They can do that.
Yeah. And Fastback says, I say partner up, support Power World while still in work to see how engagement continues. And Happy Cloud Gamer says, hello, everyone. What's going on, Happy Cloud? Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm sorry to have cut you off. I just need to catch up the chat, Dread. What were you saying?
What I was saying was, make sure you like, share, and get this out there so we can get more people in the chat. As we see people are trickling in still. Happy Cloud Gamers or X-Men. You guys are still trickling in. So yeah.
I know.
Yeah, share it out.
I don't know about what Sir X-Men said. If Nintendo didn't sue for Foam Star with similarity to their game, then I don't think they will sue for Power World.
They already did
Yeah.
for Power World.
Game Freak did, not Nintendo.
No, but I think he's talking about like for Foam Stars. They can't do nothing. What? One is for soapy and the other one is going to be for painting. And I'm talking about
one gets you dirty, one gets you clean.
I agree.
Yeah, don't forget all the squirt gun water fight games out there too. So I mean, they really can't really do anything with that.
Yes, Axel's Friday show had a squirter gun, so you should ask him about that.
I ain't saying
All right. If Nintendo didn't sue for Foam Stars with similarities to their game, then I don't think they would sue for Power World. Hey, that you got something there. I meant Pokemon will take over by shelving Power World. Yeah. Power World can become a big issue if Xbox buy them. Nintendo partnership with Xbox. They don't, Nintendo and Xbox don't really have a partnership. Xbox is treated as just like any other publisher by Nintendo.
They have an understanding. Let's say it. Let's put it that way.
Don't sue one another.
We want to buy you, but you won't let us.
Yeah. Microsoft's understanding is we want to buy Nintendo, and the understanding Nintendo gives back is
Nintendo's like, that's a funny joke.
Yeah. You Americans.
You
All
funny Americans.
Menstando sued for people making a mod for the Pokemon on PC. Yeah, because it wasn't even supposed to be on PC. That's one thing. Yeah. Like I said, Nintendo will be quick to sue you if you're a small company. But as I said, they might be quick. They might hold fast on suing you if you're a massive $3 trillion company. So, yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's check in with the chat, see what the chat thinks. Terry, we had a poll. How does the chat feel about the Power World Pocket Pair acquisition or partnership?
It didn't pop up.
Did it? Are we having poll issues again?
I see it there.
I see it too.
I had it on top, but then it just got deleted.
It's on the bottom.
Okay, now it popped up. I think my chat is just delayed.
Delayed.
All
Hey,
right,
internet
but,
bill, Terry.
It's hungry for bacon.
No. All right. Should Xbox partner or acquire Pocket Pair? 50% yes, they should partner up. 40% yes, they should acquire them, and 10% said no, the pails need to roam free with their bullets.
With their bullets. I saw an animation on the interwebs. It was like like Ash saying, "Oh, there's another Pokemon with a trainer. I challenge you to a battle." And she goes, "You talking to me?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he summons like a Pokemon, and he's all, "Pokemon, use lightning attack," and it does basically nothing to the pal. He's like, "Oh, it's my turn next," and he's like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Pal, use murder." It was just so funny. Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, wow, it's true. like so many times I have to pull, like you can summon your pals in and out of their from their pal balls once you catch them. And when I'm trying to catch another pal and my pal attacks, sometimes the attack is so strong it kills the pal. I'm like, no, I didn't want you to kill it. I was so sad. So like when we're fighting the boss and we want to capture the boss, when it gets down to like a fourth, we'll all put our pals away and just go straight to ourselves and try to capture it. So yeah, it's a fun little game. It's a fun game. I troll my friends on it so much.
I just thought of an awesome game.
All right, Dreddy Obalia Pool, what is your game?
I'm gonna make Power World RTS.
RTS.
RT.
Yes. You
Okay.
send a whole bunch of your pals out and destroy bases. It's basically the same game, only top view.
So it's just gonna be Age of Empires with a Power mod.
Yeah, same game, top view.
Yeah, they could 100% do that. Yeah. So Happy Cloud Gamer says there was talks with Microsoft and Nintendo after the huge success of Power World. I would love to see Xbox make the acquisition, but the rumor was that Nintendo was angry about it. Maybe.
I mean, some of these characters do look like blatant ripoffs of Pokemon. So
Yeah,
But there's only so many colors in the spectrum and so many ways you can draw a tail on a.
But
Yeah.
they've superimposed them on, and you can tell that they do not match up. Just on the surface, you're like, oh, they look the same. But when you put them on top of each other, they do not match up at all.
At all. That's right. These are pals, not Pokemon.
They could change the name to Friends World.
No, it's Power. I like Pal. I'm already used to calling it a Pal Sphere, a Mega Pal Sphere, a Pal Table, Pal everything. Okay. Let's see. What's that about this situation? Comma is parody is part of game evolution. I think you mean to say that like imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, if Pokemon is successful, you can bet that there would be some people that are going to take that formula and mess with it. I mean, you can't stop people's imagination.
Wait a second. Are you saying that Age of Empires and Command and Conquer are flattery to each other?
Yes, they flatter each other.
Wow.
Yeah,
no
just
way.
like, I mean, if you remember, like in the early 90s, there was like Doom came out, and suddenly you had all these Doom clones, right?
Unreal.
And it was, and then after a while, when Halo came out, suddenly you had all these Halo killers, right? So yeah, the fact that there's a game that is Pal World trying to do its own spin on the monster collecting genre game, monster battle genre game, it was bound to happen. It just was. And shout out to Pocket Pair for finding great success with it. I play it and I have fun. And yeah, Fastback, I'll hit you up sometime. We'll go to your island and I'll see what all I need to build.
Whoa.
Yeah. And shout out to Back from the Dead. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. He says, Dreadpool, looks like I'll be on a podcast with your wife Tuesday night. Mike asked me to co-host since Peter will be away from home. Oh, she's going to be an NLG?
Yes, as a guest.
Awesome. I'll have to tune in. Even though it's on Rumble. And it only works half the time. Sorry to say.
I still have that issue with the phone.
Yeah, with the phone
I
app,
send
yeah.
one comment and there's like a string of 5, and all of a sudden it says I can't comment anymore.
Right.
What?
Yeah. Rumble.
You got some limitations.
I like that it has some competition, but it needs some work.
they're doing a lot, and it's good to see that there's competition, but they need to do better.
Yeah, I mean, you can't catch up to big money bag YouTube overnight, but they're doing well. And shout out to it, Next Level Gaming and all those guys. You know, Fastback, Peter,
Mike,
and Mike, of course. All of those guys from NLG, they're awesome. All right, I think we're done talking about pals. Are we done talking about pals? I think we're done.
We're done talking about pals.
Yes.
All right, let's. I don't know if you guys saw this. but the most gorgeous looking Xbox console ever made is being given away by Xbox partnership with Square Enix, the Final Fantasy 14 Online console bundle. I mean, look at this beautiful console. Blue.
I
It comes
love
with
it.
a stand with rings on it. It comes with a display stand, Terry.
And crystals.
And crystals, yes. It comes with a controller. Look at this controller with the beautiful gold, the fire. Oh, and I mean, it's just, oh my
You know what?
God.
The analog stick, it should be replaced and put like small crystals.
Yeah, I mean, if this console is, I consider this to be the most beautiful console to ever be given away by Xbox. Not fair. Shouldn't be given away. I should be able to buy this console, buy the stand. Oh my God, if my Halo console came with a Halo stand, oh my gosh. Yeah. And yeah. And my wife says, "Is that real?" Yes, it is. It's a real giveaway.
No, but if it's a real console, because
Yes.
I heard that it wasn't a real console.
Says
It's a
who?
non-working. It's just
Yeah,
it's non-working.
Yeah, because I'm like, why do I want something? Well, it does look nice, but I wanted it like to be working.
So
Let's
why
see.
would you
Here-
get
here,
Final
tell me what
Fantasy
what
Online?
the cost is. Hold on, because they have to claim how much this console is worth, and officially when you're doing a giveaway for tax purposes.
But why would you? Why
Approximate
would
value
you?
of this grand prize is $1,400. Sorry,
What?
$1,300. $1,319.93. The approximate retail value of this console. Holy cannoli! That is an expensive console.
See, console sales, especially when you make them like this.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, guys. All right, sorry to put up terms and conditions.
Oh,
The approximate retail value of the grand prize is $1,319.93 USD. Wow.
oh, I thought you were looking at the 22,529. I'm like,
Mexican?
whoa.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's
The MXN, I want to say that's Mexican.
Yeah,
that's
that
not
would
how
be
you spell
Mexican
peso.
pesos.
It would be peso.
Yeah.
MXN is something else. I have no idea what that is.
All right, let's find out.
Yeah, so. All right, so anyways, the most beautiful console to ever be given away. Would you love to own this console? Not just for its monetary value, to resell it on eBay for $3,000, but
Yes, MXN is
to
Mexican
keep
peso.
it. All right, let's see. Let's go with Terry. Terry, extend it out so I can ask the chat here.
Let's see. I mean, I think it's a really good design. I like that they did like a 3D effect on it, not just a simple skin, which is what most companies tend to do, is just an easy like repaint job, and So this is nice that they actually built off of the Xbox to make it more,
Yeah, they give it
collectible.
a display stand.
Got the stand. It's got these rings. I think it's cool. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan myself.
blasphemy.
So it's not something that particularly, gets me excited, but I do think it's really cool what they did.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it's cool. It's cool. I'm not interested in it, but I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it is. It is fantastic looking console. In my opinion, it's the most beautiful one.
Mhm.
You're into JRPGs. What do you think? I mean, let's take a zoomed in look. Look at this. You got the
Yeah,
you got
that
the
is
etchings
awesome.
on it. You got the crystals. If you know about Final Fantasy, you know about the crystals.
Mhm.
Okay. It says Final Fantasy 14 Online with the beautiful crystal blue, the rings, the summoning rings on there, the portal rings, and again, etching. You got the controller with the crystal design on it. And again, the gold and blue design, just wow. Shaddai, what do you think?
I think that it is really, really gorgeous, and I'm gonna repeat it again. And I'm with Sir X-Men. This is how you sell consoles. When something beautiful like this, people will not give a care how much would it be. They will want to buy this. And Final Fantasy 14 I'd rather say for PlayStation is old and pretty much new for us. So I know we're gonna react like this. It has been out for 4 years, 5 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, this is the best console I ever seen designed. They should keep doing this, but I don't want to put it as a display. That's the way I read it, that it was more as a display. But no, we want the ones that are actually working. Yes, this is more of a, and that's another thing. They're
Who
marketing
says this isn't working?
No, because when I went on Twitter straight from Xbox, I know somebody say it was supposed that it was on a display, but I cannot find the article. It say this is just for a display because it
Yeah,
was.
the stand is for display, but I'm fairly sure that's a fully functional Xbox Series X.
I hope so. But I'm like,
It's not.
Kotaku says giving away a cool Xbox that doesn't actually work,
see,
and then
Yeah, it's
ignorance
not
says
Kotaku,
bizarre.
really Kotaku.
Yeah,
The haters
that's
of
what I'm getting
Xbox.
at. And then ignorance says bizarre Microsoft giveaway includes custom Final Fantasy 14 Xbox Series X that isn't an Xbox at all.
see what I mean? It's like, come on.
So
No way,
It's-
no
It's
way
a
that this is not a
display.
functional
It-
Xbox.
So they will sell you the controller, but not the console. A functional controller, but not the console. See, that is
that doesn't make sense either.
It
Because
does
No
not
way,
make
that is
My
definitely
understanding
a
was it was
workable
functioning.
console. On the
And I-
official Twitter post, hold on, let me put this up. Hold on, let me go back. Now you're making me.
Okay, look on the
Beyond-
official
beyond-
one. It says
on-
this is
on
an epic
X.
Xbox. Follow Xbox Final Fantasy retweet. Blah, 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 blah. For a chance to win a custom Final Fantasy console bundle, complete collector's edition game, and 12-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership.
Why would they give you all that if it's not a functional console? It is
Yeah, I told
100%
you.
a final.
I
a
told
console.
you it is crazy.
I'm
Why
gonna
would
look
it-
at-
I
Final
don't
Fantasy.
understand why I would say that it's non-functional.
It is great. It looks really, really
Everybody
gorgeous.
else is saying it's non-functional.
Who's saying
See?
it's not functional?
Again, Reset Era and
All these
Kotaku.
all these Xbox troll websites, IGN, Kotaku, Xbox Era. I'm sorry.
we don't like 'em.
it's
Yes, we
it's
don't like those
console with a
sources, but
display stand.
We don't like them, but they're the one who gets the access first, and we do. So it's either is it true that it's functioning, or is
I'm
it
looking
not
at
The terms
the
and
winner.
condition doesn't say anything about it not being a functional Xbox.
And why would you be getting
The game
and
and
a year's
Xbox
worth
Live.
of yeah?
And it's only available for people. I mean, they want to grow their user base. The official Xbox is giving this away, not like I don't know who makes statues in the video game world. One of those companies. It's not like Funko Pop is giving this away.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like Square Enix is giving this away. This is a functional Xbox. There is no way it is not a functional Xbox.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it disappointed me when I saw that it wasn't functioning because I'm like, it looks good. It will sell. I thought I gotta say it like that, but Microsoft is looking for money. This is actually a money maker. It's things like this. It's a money maker.
Shoot, it does say it here. Section 4, winner selection prize.
Hold on, let me
one
look.
grand prize, one custom design Final Fantasy 14 Xbox Series X console bundle, and in parentheses, non-functional to be used as an art piece.
Oh, see?
Really? Hold on.
One-
Let me look this up.
no, hold on.
Functional?
Hold on.
Oh my God! It's in big bold letters too.
Yeah, and then if you continue on, one Xbox Series X console bundle. So that in particular is non-functional, but you still get the console.
function.
You still get a functioning one too.
The question is it gonna be that one or they give you the regular pretty much black?
No, they're saying they're giving you both.
Oh.
Yeah, right
So you
here.
get one,
Non-functional
prize.
to be used as an art piece. Damn, that really takes away the hype.
and then
for
go
me.
down to the next bold. One series console.
One Xbox Series X console bundle. Yeah, so man, that sucks. To be used as an art piece, oh man, that takes away the hype for me. I'm not
but you're
gonna lie.
getting two. No, you're getting two. You're getting one that's the art piece, and then you're getting another one that's functional.
If this was 19 inches of Sephiroth, I'd totally take it. But this isn't. This is an art piece I don't
That's
know.
an art, but at least you're getting one that works too.
Yeah.
So you're still getting a Series X. It's just that art piece is not functional.
I could sell an art piece for
Which is why it's so much money.
Okay, so that changes things. Okay, so Terry, would you want to win this art piece to keep it or to sell it?
Well, I would sell it because I have zero interest in it, but I know that thing would make money.
All right. Dready Obalipool. Damn your name. Would you want to win this art piece?
Well, of course I would want to win this.
Who
wouldn't want to win this? I would keep it.
You would display it proudly, non-functionally?
Yes, I would display it proudly.
I wonder if the controller works. Does it say if the controller works?
I would assume that the controller works.
That looks like an actual controller.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The console is not functioning, but they will sell you the controller. That is functioning.
No. You're misunderstanding Eternal Jedi.
No, I understand. They're giving you two, one non-functional and one functional.
But you're still getting a bundle, which the bundle includes a functioning controller. That one there may or may not be functioning. It doesn't say. But you're still getting a bundle. And I'm assuming that this is also a bundle, which means that this controller is non-functional. If you read it, you're getting a bundle that is non-functional to be used as an art piece, and then you're getting another bundle
that is functional,
which is functional. So I'd assume this is non-functional, but you're getting a bundle.
Possibly. All right. So Shaddai, would you buy it? Would you want to win this to keep or to sell?
I'm not gonna deny, but I actually did the retweet and all that for the sweepstakes.
Oh, I did too, 100%. 100% I retweeted. I want to win this.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. Of course, I would love to get it.
Yeah,
but
DE points it out right here. So it's not an item or sword or Moogle or anything else. Yeah, exactly. It's an art piece. Who knows?
The Moogle should have been there too.
I want to win this first off, but if I won it, I would definitely want it to be, if it's not full size, like full Xbox Series X size, and it's like this little, it's the size of my coffee cup, sell. Immediately sell. This thing better be big, a large art piece, as big as as my needler, as big as my refrigerator over there. I mean, it better be an art piece.
But this isn't the first time that they've given away Xbox consoles that were non-functional. They've done this before.
Nobody's paid attention before.
Non-functional.
And I want to argue that this is not the best looking one. I'm gonna share a non-functional Xbox that looks way better than this.
What?
That was also for a sweepstakes.
Was it the Tomb Raider?
Nope, not Tomb Raider.
No, hold on. Let me download
way
this.
Better than
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Calm down.
Well, it's non-functional, and I would have kept it.
Oh yeah.
All right, hold on.
I remember that. I remember that.
This one is superior to this.
It actually reminds me of Bookends.
There we go. That one was non-functional.
Diablo. There you go.
Well, the one gargoyle is in the way of the disc tray. So
that's true.
Yeah.
But I think
correct. It's the same thing here, right? The ring, the crystals are in the way of the disc tray.
Yeah.
So again, what if they did that with the new one, where there is no disc?
I guess it's fine. I don't care. But yeah, I am so disappointed that it's just an art piece. Wow. I am sad. Let's see. Let's see. Let me look here. Wow, the chat has been on fire. Let me go back to where we were. Okay, here we go. So my wife asked, "Is it real?" It is a real art piece. So let's see. They could have come up with something better. If this was a real console, I don't think they needed to, because I thought the console just sat in there for when you were done with your Series X and moved on to the next generation. You could just display it forever. That would have been awesome.
Well, you still can display it forever.
Yeah, sure. Anything to sell the game. Let's see. A better prize would be not having to pay extra money every month to play. That's a Square Enix thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
If they sold that console, it would make money. What is wrong with Xbox? Exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
$1,500.
I'm with him.
Well, it won't make money if it's not functional.
Yeah, pass.
She's going to pass it to me. That's why.
Let's see. Oh yeah. That's right. You do get a year subscription, Death Dealer, if you win. Yeah. Back from the Dead says it's not even functional. Thumbs down. Oh man. Man, I bet this would go for $4,000 on eBay. I need this. Yeah. My student loans need this. My wife says, not cool for me. Mr. Doggy will buy this to resell. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Hey, who doesn't need a good dust collector?
That game console would look great as the gaming setup, yeah. The Final Fantasy franchise is final for me. Dead, I guess. Let's see. Mr. Doggy, the great businessman, has put in cart, wait to the release. If we could buy it, we would. Yeah, I was 100% in the fastback realm here. How would they know if they haven't seen it in person? Do not believe TMZ clickbait lies, but I guess it says so right in the terms and conditions. Yeah,
that's why you got to read those.
Yeah.
But at least you're still getting.
Print.
So it's a statue.
No, it wasn't fine print. It wasn't fine print.
It was big bold print.
And then there was the not so fine print because they made it bigger.
Yeah.
People still
Art piece is fine with me, according to Sabre Gunther. Sabre Gunther is fine with some displays. People that are not in the Xbox system would buy this console and become Xbox players. I mean, it's gorgeous. I don't know. PC gamers are not gonna stop PC gaming. Sorry, it's never gonna happen. But man, I would love to have this console. I might become if this console was for sale and it included a year of Final Fantasy 14 online. Yeah, you can just call me. I would be playing it. Yeah. Let's see. Doggy Dog says, I'd never take it out of the box. Going straight to eBay. Dealer says, not in my house, you're not. You're not showing this in our house.
Yeah, we are. We're doing an unboxing. We're doing everything.
There you go. Unboxing and everything. Oh, my gosh. I'll laugh if like suddenly Dreadpool just gets tackled off a left screen. Let's see. Good morning, y'all. Shout out to RWK88. Thanks so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. He says, tell them it's ugly, Death Dealer. They would sell for $700 like SpongeBob, red face, dropping eyes.
Dude, we could have made some money off that SpongeBob.
Yeah. That was a stupid move by Xbox, if true. Yeah, it's true. Death Dealer says, I have 3 Xboxes in my house right now that work. Why would I want a statue of one? Let's see. It's not worth it if it's not a functioning system. Shout out to Splendor first. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. He says, boo, Final Fantasy.
But it's an art piece.
Yeah. I mean, even as a statue, it's not. It's a statue of an Xbox that happens to be Final Fantasy themed. Yeah. My wife agrees with Cool Cat. Yes, let's see. We need a Halo console with a Halo ring around it. Yeah, exactly, Cyber.
Yeah,
I would have bought that.
That would be cool.
That will go back to eBay too.
Sir X-Men says, I would not pay $1,300 for a non-working console. It's an art piece.
Hey, you know who's gonna have it in the background? King David's gonna have one in the background. That's who's gonna have one.
Yeah, I
He's
agree.
gonna have that with all his figurines. Well, not figurines, but his statues.
His museum.
Yes. His collection.
DE says, let me hide my Rebirth collector's edition during this couple. Hey man, you deserve those 19 inches of Sephiroth. That's great.
You can do.
And I think we're all caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all right. So real quick, just to recap, Terry, do you want this to keep, to sell? Oh my God. Dreadpool's died. He's died. Oh my God.
Everything's fine over there.
Everything's fine.
Nothing to see. Don't worry, kids. It's okay now. You're fine.
I'm scared.
Oh my god, so funny. Terry, would you want this to buy, to sell, or not want it
I
at
would
all?
sell it. I would sell it.
You'd want it to sell. While Dreadpool's coming back to
Mostly
life.
because it's what's that? 14? What is that based
Yeah,
off of? Is
14.
that
Final
14?
Fantasy
Final
14.
Fantasy
14, yeah. So I would sell it. If they had made something off of Final Fantasy 7, then my husband would keep it. But otherwise, 14, yeah, we would both sell it and be happy.
Oh my gosh, Dreadpool has been replaced.
Boy.
Jenny O'Ballypool, would you want this console to keep it, to sell it, or don't want it at all?
Wife says get rid of it. It's a statue. No more statues in the house. That was the deal when I was allowed to purchase Assassin's Creed the last time.
Oh.
Wow.
Ubisoft thanks
The
you.
never getting memory of wives everywhere. They never forget.
You're welcome.
Shout out to that dealer. Thank you so much for being here. Shadai, would you want this console to keep it or to sell it?
I will
Or not
keep
at
it.
all?
No, I'll keep it. I like Final Fantasy, and when I first saw this, actually, I got really interested. It's just I don't want to hear that it's not functional, but still, I'll still buy it. I'm a Final Fantasy fan.
Breaking news, Dreadpool finally shaved his beard off. Fastback, Dreadpool is now Deadpool. Funny. I would want, if it depends on the size. If it's large, I'm keeping it. If it's small, I'm selling it. So
It doesn't say, right?
No, it doesn't.
Is that what
it
she
doesn't give
said?
dimensions. If it's like I said, if it's the size of my coffee cup, I'm selling it. If it's the size of my needler or something back there, yeah, I'm keeping it.
Well, if that's an actual Xbox controller and not a model to go with the model, then looking at size proportions, that is an actual size of one. It just
Yeah,
depends
but
on
again,
if that's
if that's
that
not
a
a mini
legitimate
controller.
controller or not.
Yeah. If it's not a mini controller, we'll see. But Terry, that's how we feel. How does the chat feel?
Okay. Would you want to win the console? 50% yes. To resell it on eBay. 38% yes. To keep it forever and ever. And 11% said nope. The standard console for me.
All right. I didn't think we were going to get so heated over a console.
A wannabe console.
Be quick. Jesse Darby. Shout out to Jesse Darby. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. I get it to make a video to put it in a trash can and walk away and leave it. Wow. My wife says, what do I think, Mr. Axel? I think it would look great in the living room as a centerpiece, maybe even on the kitchen table.
She's going to end up behind you like
yeah, she's going to end up killing me. She meant to type, she will destroy it. Let's see. It's not a console. It's a paperweight. Are they going to give people the real console along with it? Then when they resell it, they're going to give you a Series X, a regular Series X.
No, I would sell both separately.
I would probably, I don't know. I don't know what I would do with that extra Series X.
I wouldn't have need for another Series X. So yeah, I would sell the Series X.
I would put a Series X in a second room.
And I would sell the
I already have a second Series X. I don't need a third.
Yeah, we got two in the house. I don't need a third. So I would
sell
both.
Back after
if you're
his
a gamer, you buy things like this. These are special, not black, like whatever, they're bland. You need something around it. Yeah. We don't need those. Careful. Wait. Is that actually made or not? What is it called? Xbox coat? The wraps?
Oh, the wrap. Oh my gosh. If they
I hope it's not a wrap. Imagine that. Oh, it looked nice, but it's actually a wrap around it.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I mean, it's possible they took the case of the Series X and they just didn't put any hardware in it.
I will go to now with the sword. Miss Death Dealer gave me inspiration. Oh no! How dare you? She is young and impressionable, Death Dealer. Yeah, and Dan the Man Cunningham. At least the SpongeBob model is functional. Absolutely, yeah. All right, let's move off the console talk. I think we've said everything we need to say about the console, the non-functioning console. I'm sad about that though. All right, so I don't know. Let's get into the main meat and potatoes of the show today, guys. That is the PS5 Pro specs are real, according to Tom Henderson. So, wow, got to load all the ads first. Here we go. Insider Gaming can confirm that the leaked PS5 Pro specs leaked earlier today are real, and the PlayStation 5 is still tentatively, PlayStation 5 Pro is still tentatively targeting a 2024 holiday release day. So, if you remember, the person that leaked it is Moore's Law is dead. This is the guy that was saying that PS5 was going to come with RDNA 3, that it was going to be 15 teraflops. To me, this guy is not a good leak source, but whatever. Now he's being backed up by Tom Henderson, who is a big wig, has a good record inside of gaming. So let's see. Here we go. Today's leak confirmed that the PS5 is rendering 45% faster than the PS5. 2 to 3 times ray tracing, 4 times in some cases, is 33.5 teraflops. It's got all the flops. They're using PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution instead of FSR. You know, PlayStation has to put their own little thing on it. Upscaling and anti-aliasing solution. Supports for resolutions up to 8K is planned. I thought PlayStation 5 already had the big old 8K sticker on it.
Mm-hmm.
For future SDK versions, custom machine learning architecture. Xbox has had that since 2020. Let's see. AI accelerator supporting 300 tops of 8-bit computation and 67 T-flops of 16-bit computation points. So that's new. So that is the PlayStation 5. So some people have speculated that this will put it right around a 3080. Right around a PC equivalent of a 3080. And they're coming out with this Pro version, and it's going to blow Xbox out of the water. But it's the PS5 Pro. Now, remember, the last Pro, PS5 Pro, went from 1 teraflop to, I believe it was 4 or 5. So PS4 was 1 teraflop, like 1.3 teraflop. And PS5 Pro, I think, was 4 teraflops, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Scarlet was 6 teraflops.
Scarlet, yes.
It was
we're
6
talking
teraflops.
Scorpio, you mean?
Yeah, Scorpio, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. Scorpio. Yeah. But we're talking PlayStation right now. So do you think they're going to hit that 33 teraflop number? Terry, that's a huge jump. That is more than double what the current Series X is doing, which is the most powerful console right now. What do you think?
I think if I look back to when this generation was first starting, and everybody was in a tizzy over T-flops, and PlayStation people were saying T-flops don't matter. So T-flops don't matter. Who gives a flip? All right, you said T-flops don't matter. You got to keep that energy.
Oh, they certainly do. They certainly do. Suddenly, upscaling is a thing. AI, machine learning is important now.
Look, the PlayStation 5 is superior to the Series X because we don't need no dang T-flops. So the Pro don't need no dang T-flops. That's what I'm saying. You got to keep that energy.
Keep that same energy according to Terry.
But no, I mean, it should be better if they're making another console. They're actually doing a true refresh. Then yeah, it better be better than the one that they currently have. I mean, is it needed? No. Is it going to support all this stuff? Probably not, because they won't make anything that use any of that hardware. But people will buy it anyway, like they have done every single generation. People buy hardware, and then they have nothing to actually use it with. But that's your money. Blow it how you want. But I mean, I don't care. I mean, even if Xbox decided to go to backtrack and do a refresh and have a thing with 70 T-flops to compete against them, I still wouldn't buy it, because who gives a flip? All right, they're not going to have any games in 8K, so why get a console for 8K? How many movies are you watching in 8K? There aren't any of those either. So who cares? It's a waste of money.
All right, it's a waste of money. Now, a 3080. According to the interwebs, is at 29.77 T-flops. A 3090 is at 40 T-flops? Was it? Is at 36 T-flops. So it's close to between a 3080 and a 3090. That's NVIDIA's. So It's up there. Dread, I can't hear you.
So never mind. I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
I was going to say a 3080 is also equivalent to a 4070, give or take a few percentages depending on what you're looking at.
4070?
Yes, I just looked at it again. I looked it up.
Told you. 43 teraflops, bro.
A 4070 Ti is 19% faster than a 3080.
So what
It
is
all
that?
depends on the
38 teraflops?
resolution.
38? 38 then? I mean, it's okay.
So either way,
Yeah, okay.
3080, 4070, it's the same difference. But for those metrics, if you're looking at it, it's just, which one's more power efficient, yada, 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 yada. But at the same time, like you said, you got the PS4, when they finally started counting teraflops, it was 1.48. PS4 Pro is a 4.2. The base Xbox is 1.4.
Mm-hmm.
So PS4 was beating out the Xbox. But on the Xbox One, it went to 6. So Xbox One X started beating them out. And then you got Nintendo Switch with an estimated 1 teraflop.
Yeah, Dread crazy.
So and then you have PS5 at 10 and Series X at 12. And now we're jumping to 33.
That's a huge jump.
So, but again, right? We have 12 on this side. They have 10 on that side. My question is, did any games really utilize the hardware?
No. That's
Mm-mm.
why I keep saying like
So-
people get so excited for the hardware and they get all up in these wars about, well, this is the most powerful console, but yeah, you can't do nothing with it.
Yeah, and that, but that's the thing is PCs are getting even more powerful. So I understand it's going to be an easy transition to do that jump. But you look at, we went from 1, and with a mid-gen refresh, we went from 1 to 2 to 4 and 6, if you think about it. And then we jumped and we doubled from
6 to 12.
the last gen or the previous gen to last gen. I'm sorry, last gen to this gen, we doubled. So, and if you're going to double again, that's a huge number. But if you think about it, 4070 and a 3080, that's not really. It's powerful enough for the PC world, but it's not that powerful if you look at the top end. So
if you're looking
it
at,
sounds like it's a good spot to fall into.
keep going.
It sounds like a good spot to fall into because the price is going to be right. By the time that comes out, those two cards will be nothing compared to the next gen, because we're looking at the 5000 series coming out next year. We had the TIs and the the Ultras or Supers.
Yeah, the Supers, the TIs, yeah.
Yeah, so we had all those come out this year.
Yeah.
So which means next year is going to be the next iteration. So when you look at it, you're talking about 2 generations old.
Get the RTX 5070 for GTA 6. I'm sure you will.
You'll be fine.
$5,000 later. Yeah. Let's put it in AMD terms. I don't know. I know AMD is not this industry standard, but that's who's making the chipset. Okay. We're looking at closer to an RX 7700 XT. That was the beast 4K build for Starfield card. If you remember, Starfield released a PC build guide.
Mm-hmm.
The RX 7700 XT was the card that they recommended. I believe it was. And so that is 35 teraflops. So, yeah. But I agree with what everybody's saying. Xbox nobody has been able to take advantage of the current hardware, in my opinion, yet. They haven't pushed it. They haven't even pushed it. And, a PlayStation 5 is already, $550 in some markets? $600 in some markets? And somehow you think you're going to get over 2 times the performance as far as T-flops are concerned, right? For 600, 650, it's not happening. If this thing is real, it is going to be way more expensive. This is going to be like a $700-800 console. Enthusiast level console.
It's gonna be another expensive paperweight.
Get a fourth job.
That you're gonna use the same as your PS5. Like, why spend more for the Pro that's going to do the same thing as your regular one, because you don't have any games to utilize any of that. It's a waste of money. Paperweight.
It's going to be just like we had with Cyberpunk, where the Xbox Series X was able to kind of brute force it, right? It wasn't optimized for those consoles. They were made for the One and the PS4 consoles.
Yeah.
And on top of that, and it wasn't made for the series. I'm sorry, for the One X. It was made for the base. So the One and the S were the ones that it was originally made for, and it wasn't optimized at all. And you brute forced it with the One X, and you brute forced it with the Series X and S. That's what this is going to do. This is going to literally brute force it and make it look much better in those aspects, but it's brute force. It's not going to show you the true potential. Like when Cyberpunk, the expansion came out, it was actually made specifically for for this gen's consoles. So obviously the games looked a lot better because it was actually modified specifically to run on these consoles. Versus, that's why they abandoned the last set of consoles. They said we just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is gonna be the same thing. You're gonna brute force everything. And if you're looking at it, the RX 7900 RXTX is like the top of the line.
Yeah, that's up there.
So
those crazy names sounds like a model of a car. TI.
Yeah. Many conventions have never been the strong point in graphics cards, if I'm being honest. What gets to me is as Dreadpool has always said, the deceptive practices on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So suddenly they're going to be able to do 8K on this, as if they couldn't on 8K displays and all this other crap, right? And if my computer will work, there we go. If I recall, let me just zoom in here. What does that say right there? Oh, it says 8K. 8K. Aren't they already supposed to be at 8K? Those liars.
Yeah. But as Back from the Dead said, apparently 1 pixel is in 8K, so that counts.
That's funny. Yeah. Support for resolutions up to 8K is planned for future SDK versions. I thought they currently supported 8K. That's what I thought. I mean, the box said so, right?
8K isn't even the industry standard. Like, no one's doing 8K, really. Like, they have the TVs, but, like, no one's doing anything in 8K. It's just something so people can brag that they got, the highest tech. But they
how much are they? How much are they? Like 10,000 still?
No, they're comparable. If you want the really good ones, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So hold on. What was that graphics card you mentioned, Dreadpool?
The RX 7900 XTX.
XTX, Jesus. You're going way out there, aren't you?
No, that's the top of the line.
That is the top of the line. Let's see. What does an XTX cost? All right, here we go.
Similar to
it is $1,500, guys.
Jeez.
The XT version is $500 less, and the RX 7600 plus a processor. Oh wait, this is a bundle. Sorry, that's the okay. Whew. I was going to say
it's $1,000.
Yeah, that's a bundle. Okay.
It's $1,000 with an estimated of 61 shader teraflops of compute power.
I don't even want to think about the Nvidia ones.
Yeah, no, those are probably double the cost.
Yeah.
Those are double the cost.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea that they're moving on to this Pro, Phil Spencer famously said that there is no need for a mid-gen refresh this generation, and I 100% believe him.
Yep.
There's absolutely no need for a mid-gen refresh. I don't want a mid-gen refresh. I like the console I have. I don't want to buy another one because I will if they mid-gen refresh because I'm a sucker. So I just don't want one, right? I just want them to push this console to the limit. Like, who was it that reporter for Bloomberg? What's his name? Jason Schreier said that games start developing now that won't release until next generation.
Correct.
So, I mean, Hellblade 2 started development back in the Xbox One days, and it is releasing at the tail end of the Xbox Series generation. What other games are in development? You know, Clockwork Revolution may not even release for the Xbox Series. You know, some of those games. Everwild started development way back in the Xbox One days, and it's probably not coming till the next generation.
Fable is another one.
Yeah, Fable. All these games, they take a long time. So, do I think that they have pushed these consoles? No, I think that they have done a lot of brute forcing. I think there's only a handful of optimized games for the consoles, like Flight Simulator. I think is heavily optimized for the console because it is graphically demanding. Like, if you run Flight Simulator on your PC, you want it in 4K, you better have the graphics card and the processor because it's actually a processor heavy game, right? So, I mean, that thing is used as a benchmark, believe it or not. It might not be, all these particle effects and all this other nifty graphics stuff we see, but trust me, it is pushing that hardware. The AI use is pushing that hardware. But outside of Flight Simulator being heavily optimized, maybe Starfield being heavily optimized too, because it looked great. I've played it on both my console and my PC, and I can hit 60 frames per second at my PC while downgrading some of the graphical settings. But I can tell you right now, the difference in the visuals between my computer and my Xbox to hit 60 is staggering. It's visible. So the fact that they want to do these mid-gen refreshes and they haven't even pushed these consoles to their limit, I think is not right. I don't understand. I understand PlayStation's probably doing it so that they can double dip to their most loyal fans around the world, right? PlayStation lives and dies by console sales, not services, not games. They live and die by console sales, which is why they always talk about console sales, right? Like, oh, we sold 40 million consoles. Oh, we're selling faster than the previous generation. We are selling more consoles than ever. Blah, 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 right? Now, if the Pro does come out and I get my hands on one, I'm eBaying it. Just saying. Just saying, right? That's all I want the PS5 Pro for is to eBay it. I'm gonna pull a doggy dog, get one to sell it. So, yeah, and then but should Xbox respond to this with a mid-gen refresh of their own? And to be honest with you, I don't think they should. I do not believe they should. I think they are fine where they are. Keep working on next gen. Put those engineers, those hardware engineers, to work on next gen. With a properly working DVR, and we'll get there. I don't think we need a mid-gen refresh. I'm 100% happy with the way games look, the way games play, and everything else on my current Xbox Series X. Terry, I know you're not a fan of mid-gen refreshes.
Nope.
How should Xbox respond to this? Should they?
No.
And are you going to get yourself a PS5 Pro?
Okay, definitely not getting a PS5 Pro. I haven't even gotten a PS5 yet. I have no interest in it. So what they need to do is they could use they could use this platform so they know what to go and bypass for the next generation that comes out. So if this is what Sony thinks is acceptable for their mid-gen, then whatever comes out for the next gen has to surpass this. So they basically just gave them a blueprint of, okay, do better. So that's the only thing that kind of really helps out because there's no need for a refresh. There's never been a need for a refresh in my personal opinion. I know some people will disagree, but every time they have a regen refresh, I mean, yeah, the hardware's always better, but for the most outside of like the was the 1X helping with games loading a little bit faster because the hard drive and everything got better. We moved to the solid state drive. Outside of that, the games are always going to still be designed for the regular base model, not the Pro or whatever mid-gen they make, right? So to me, it's always been a waste of money. I would always rather just buy whichever console you can get at the time when you're ready to get one, and just wait till the next gen, because it'll be better than the previous one, and they'll start slowly making games to support that, versus you buying that, don't have games for it, and then shortly thereafter the next gen comes out and I have to buy another one really, really soon after that. It's just it makes no sense.
That happened to me.
People do that every generation, and I just sit here shaking my head at them because I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So just wait. Phil is right. You don't need mid-gens, and hopefully people start realizing that it's just a waste. And
I think the mid-gens last gen were justified because the Jaguar was already underpowered to begin with. This time, the AMD chipsets they have in there were not top of the line, but they certainly weren't underpowered for $500. I mean, it took 5 years to build a $500 PC of equivalent power. That's pretty impressive, right?
Yes, but I still can't justify buying it, and you're only going to have it for what, 2-3 years, and then they're going to start pushing the next one. It's it's ridiculous. Technology is always trying to push stuff out, and people fall into that when it comes to graphics cards. People fall into that when it comes to cell phones. Like, you don't need the next thing every week when the next one comes out. You know what I mean? It's like you can wait a little bit, you'll be fine. They're making the games for the other versions. You're fine.
Let's catch up with the chat a little bit, and I agree with everything you said, Terry. Let's catch up with the chat. PS5 Pro is probably going to be $1,000 on eBay for sure. For sure, I'm selling mine on eBay for $1,200. As a matter of fact, I'm posting it now. So, yeah. Let's see. Jesse Darby. It'll be like their games; it won't even sell. Oh, dang!
Ouch.
Let's see. Doggy Dog says, I don't believe this stuff. Don't believe anything anymore until it's officially announced by the company. Too much BS these days. Two people have collaborated it. And who knows? This could be the power of the dev kit, not the power of the retail unit. But usually they tell you on the dev kit what to target. And if this is what they told you what to target, then it's fairly impressive. Yeah. Let's see. Fastback says that sounds like a next gen, not refresh. Yeah, it's up there. That's a heck of a jump for mid gen. Yep. Jesse Darby, shout out to Jesse Darby. Thank you so much. You're the real MVP. He says if this is true, that's $1,000. It'll put Sony in the poorhouse, and there'll be an app eventually, as all companies will be. As all company. The PS5 is going to hold back the PS5 Pro. Keep that same energy. Yeah, you know what? I didn't see a big difference between a PS4 and a PS4 Pro. I did see a big difference between my One and my One X. So I don't know. Sony just doesn't do mid-gen refreshes right in my books right now.
You didn't hear the difference in the attack chopper as the fans started speeding up?
The attack. You know what? I didn't see it. I certainly couldn't hear it because my room turned into a freaking air conditioning condenser. So yeah, that thing was crazy. It was better to play that thing with the top off than with the top on. Just sad.
Like a heater?
Yeah. Let's see. Fastback. I don't see how Sony can afford to sell this under 600. It won't be. I'm guessing it'll be 700.
No, they're pushing it. They're going to be pushing it.
RWK88 says, who gives a flop? DE says, nobody wants an 8K30 machine. That's going to be an 8K15 machine. Right? It would be funny if it comes out and they've been talking about it and it'd be 60 frames, but then nobody takes advantage of it and the games will still run in 30. Yeah. That's usually what happens.
When they move Starfield over, it'll still be at 30.
Yeah. Yeah. When Xbox ports all their games over, they'll still be at 30. That's right. Or actually, no, they'll be at 60 and Xbox will still be at 30 because we get treated badly by Xbox.
Yeah, well.
Let's see. If it's that powerful, that would be considered next gen. Yeah.
That's kind of what we're talking about when you jump from the OGs to the
360.
No. Well, I meant the OG one and the PlayStation 4, and you went from that to the Pro and the One X. It was a small jump, but if you look at it from the original original launch consoles to the the next generation launch consoles, it was a
Mhm.
huge jump. You're talking about, triple. What was it? I saw it here somewhere. I was just looking at it. I must have moved around. Oh, here we go. It went from 1.84 and 1.4
Mhm.
PlayStation and Xbox to 10 and 12.
Yeah.
So
10 times the
you look
power.
at that jump from the OG to the original without the mid-gen refresh.
Mhm.
That's a huge jump.
And
This is equivalent.
you can feel it.
Yeah, this is an equivalent jump.
Yeah. Yeah. D says, as long as those T-flaps aren't inflated by more cores. Yeah. Dan the Man says, there's an awful amount of marketing lingo in these specs. Yeah. Let's see. DE got himself an M9 TV, so I'm at the 120 hertz world. I still want 60 at least. Yeah. And Dan the Man, it's a system for the hardcore only. Absolutely. Absolutely. The pros and
Definitely.
mid-gen refreshes have always been for the hardcore only. That last gen proved that. Yeah.
I still have friends that are playing on the OG, not the OG, the Xbox One S. They're still playing on that.
Mm-hmm. It couldn't even run at 1440p at launch. How the hell is it going to hit 8K? Yeah.
It's like 8K on the box, baby.
It said 8K on the box. I saw it.
Hold on.
Yeah,
it's 8K on the box.
That's right. It's 8K, baby. Look at that. Boom. 8K. Right. Let's see. Shout out to It's Timothy. I believe you've been here. Lost Boomer. Shout out to Lost Boomer. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. He says PS5 Pro more for Sony to lose money on. Dang. Let's see. I'm skipping all the technical stuff. Let's see. Lost Boomer says, I don't play on my PS5 enough to buy a Pro. Same.
Yeah.
Xbox is making their next generation console already. We don't need a mid-gen. Yeah. And we're going to get that dockable handheld. I certainly hope so. I know Terry's going to love that dockable handheld. 100%. She's never even going to use a TV anymore in the future. She's just going to move over into the handheld realm.
Oh, that burns, Death Dealer. That burns.
What did she put down?
It's the very last comment.
I'll get to it then.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. The poll question 2 and 3 are the same. Did I put a third question on there? Kind of the same. Yeah,
they're kind of the same. They're not the
same. You could hear it on everybody's mic. You knew who had one. Yeah, the Pro, the from your PS4. Let's see. That SSD jump, yeah, that was definitely the best part.
Yeah.
8K during the system update screen only. Oh, that's hilarious. Is that one going to liquid metal too? Because it should. That's right. Nothing. You know what? Your liquid metal failing you. Get this Pro. We swear we solved the problem this time. Stand sold separately.
Liquid metal burns even hotter.
Right. Stand sold separately. They're going to release a PS5 Pro. It's going to be modular. Buy the PS5 Pro today. Get this for this much money. That for that much money. This for that much money, or get the whole bundle for $1,300.
Give me a TV and a PlayStation.
No, they're gonna sell you like the console separate, the stand separate, and the controller separate.
And the
charging cable. Separate. They're gonna pull an Apple. They're gonna be charging cable not included, or power cable not included.
It's gonna be SSD not included too.
That's right. Just transfer your old SSD over.
Just you do it like in the car world where you put a sticker on the window, it makes it faster.
Yeah.
Or the blowing accessory separately, so you could blow on your controller.
Yeah.
No, they want you to have that right away.
I agree.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at something here. I'm just looking for something. Yeah. I don't know. Like, Sony right now is selling the stand separately on their Slim. They're selling the disk drive separately on their Slim. I can see them doing the exact same thing with the PS5 Pro. Disk drive sold separately, stand sold separately, controller sold separately, plug sold separately.
Yeah, but I can see
and
Xbox doing
they'll
the
be like,
same.
oh, each one of those things counts as a console sale. What's that? You bought a $30 powered plug console sale. You know, I already know that's how they're going to do it.
Yeah,
Might
too
not
bad you
like what
can't
I'm
buy
saying, but
batteries
it's
for
the
your
truth.
controllers.
See, that will
That'll
help
be
us.
another $70.
$70, yeah. So I'm not buying it. Just all right. Let's see. All right. So Shaddai, did you already say everything you needed to say on this?
Very quickly. Very
Yes, go ahead, sir.
powerful. Very powerful. Fine. Don't care. I usually don't don't get I usually will get a PlayStation, but I still feel that we don't need another console. I'm with you, Axel. It's like they still have that juice in there. You're just not utilizing correctly. As of right now, I will not get it.
Neither will I. I think we're good on this one because I just don't see the point in it. I'm sorry.
I'm not buying it. Not.
You heard it here first. That he's not buying it. Okay.
Careful, their dealer will pop behind you again, man.
Yeah. Just be careful there. You're playing with a
If
fire.
you get that, you gotta get the Xbox Final Fantasy console too.
Oh, I might try to put them together.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. I think that's gonna do it for that topic. Let me hit my buttons here. But Terry, that's how we feel. How does the chat feel about the PS5 Pro sold in parts?
All right. 57% said no, the Series X is great, and 42% also said no, that they should just focus on the Series X2. So the next gen, I believe, is what that one was for. And 0%, yes, they will respond to this Pro situation for more power. 0%.
Yeah, I certainly hope they don't. I don't think we need it. I just want the games. At this point, I want the exclusive games. That's right, I said it.
Yeah,
Still salty.
we
Salty
definitely
for life.
we definitely need games to support the hardware, and I think Hellblade 2 might be the first one possibly that might actually start doing that. But
What, they're taking advantage of it?
taking advantage of the hardware, yeah.
Yeah, I think Hellblade is definitely gonna graphically at least blow the socks off of everybody. So I certainly hope so.
Are we looking at Eternal?
I'm about to disappear from all this burning.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
you look like a spirit coming out of the crematorium.
Out of the crematorium, wow.
I pressed the wrong thing.
Oh no. Yeah, and
He's
Jesse
Eternal-
Darby is absolutely
Eternal
Nintendo
Spectre.
showed them that you do not need power to sell and still so good on the games, and mobile gaming is where it's at. So yeah, I think Xbox has a ways to go. Terry, if the next gen console is dockable like the Switch, are you gonna get it?
The next gen console.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Yeah,
If it's
I'll
a dockable system, or
if that's the next option for Xbox, then yeah, I'd still get it. It would stay docked 100% of the time, but I would still get it.
yeah, I hope it is because I love my Switch and I love that I can take it. I can already tell you if the next gen Xbox is a dockable, I'm taking it to work and playing it on it every lunch break. I already play on my phone the xCloud games. I'm definitely playing the next gen dockable if it's dockable, which I hope it is. Are you hoping that the next gen Xbox is dockable?
Well, they said that it was made by the Surface team that they were trying to create that. I don't know if they're gonna create a really good one. Usually they create something and all of a sudden they stop, supporting it for some reason. But am I gonna get that? Let's see how it goes. I just wanted to see because I have a feeling if they're gonna create it like that, it's not gonna be a console. It's gonna be more like a tablet, like going more into the surface than a video game console. So I had that for me is like a wait and see.
Okay. Now he's haunting the pool house.
Yeah.
Captain back from the dead. Let's see. Dread, if the next Xbox is dockable, are you getting it?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Of course I'm getting it.
Yeah, I wanted an Asus
I
ROG
just gotta
Ally
hide
so
it.
bad. Yeah, because it's basically a portable Xbox.
I'll just set it right next to the Switch. So that way, determines which one we're going to pull out.
Oh. Yeah, it would be so fun. It would be so fun. All right. Guys, that's going to do it for today's show. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. And not this coming week, but the week after, Easter week. Just announcing now, there will not be a Good Morning Xbox on Easter. I will be in church. So just letting you guys know that there will not be a Good Morning Xbox on Easter in 2 weeks. Okay. But with all that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. But of course, we wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys, the chat. And that's right, you guys, the chat will always be the MVP to any of the shows we do here on the Iconic Video Games channel. With that being said, we're out of here. I'm Axel1324.
I'm coolcatterri.
And I'm Dreadpool.
And I'm Eternal Shaddai. Well, whatever is left from Shaddai.
I'll catch you guys next
Eternal
week. Bye,
Shadow.
everybody.